A group of 5, standing on a hillside above Los Angeles, with the most famous 9 letters in entertainment history rising behind them. That single image was enough to stop thousands of scrolls this week, because the group in question was SB19. Welcome to Stage Wire, the channel that breaks down the biggest moments shaping P-pop and K-pop as they happen. Today we're unpacking SB19's new Hollywood Hills footage, the real story behind why they were there, and why this moment is landing at what might be the busiest, most important stretch of their entire career. Here's what actually happened. In the past few days, SB19's official accounts shared a wave of new short clips filmed in the hills above Los Angeles, with captions like "Lawless in the Hills" and "Lawless in Hollywood." The videos show the group moving through choreography with 2 respected names in the dance world, Puspos and Lejon Tran, both credited on camera alongside the members. The clips are sharp, cinematic, and clearly planned, which is exactly what caught fans' attention and sent the footage spreading across TikTok and X within hours. Now, some viewers online jumped straight to the idea that SB19 had somehow gained access to the tightly restricted zone directly beneath the Hollywood sign itself. That's worth pausing on, because the actual sign is one of the most heavily monitored landmarks in the country. It sits behind motion sensors and rapid response patrols, and unauthorized visitors who get too close are typically met with alarms and park rangers within minutes, not hours. What SB19's group has confirmed is simply that this content was filmed in the Hollywood Hills as part of their ongoing rollout for their new single. Whether that means a public overlook with the sign visible in the distance, or something closer, hasn't been detailed by the group or their team, so it's best treated as unconfirmed rather than assumed. Either way, the symbolism did its job. A shot framed around Hollywood's most iconic landmark was always going to grab attention, regardless of exactly how close the cameras got. It's also worth understanding why that landmark carries so much weight in the first place. The Hollywood sign isn't just scenery, it's protected intellectual property. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce holds the rights to its image, meaning any commercial production that wants to feature it up close typically needs formal permission, and the Hollywood Sign Trust controls physical access to the base itself. That's exactly why seeing any celebrity, from any industry, in close proximity to the sign tends to generate this much conversation. It's rare, it's controlled, and it instantly signals that something bigger than a casual visit is going on, which is precisely the reaction SB19's clips triggered. There's another layer here worth mentioning. Puspos, one of the 2 choreographers featured in the new footage, isn't just a random collaborator. He's a Filipino-American dancer and choreographer who built his name through America's Best Dance Crew and later earned Male Choreographer of the Year honors from World of Dance. Having a choreographer with that kind of pedigree, and that kind of shared cultural background, front and center in SB19's new content adds another reason this rollout feels intentional rather than accidental. It's a Filipino group, working with Filipino-American creative talent, filming in the literal backyard of the entertainment industry the group is now breaking into. So why now? The timing lines up perfectly with one of the biggest releases of SB19's career. On July 30th, the group made history as the first Filipino act ever to perform at Lollapalooza, taking the Allianz stage in Chicago alongside a lineup that included Olivia Dean, Charlie XX, Jenny, Lord, Zara Larsson, and Espa. During that set, SB19 did something they'd never done before a live crowd. They debuted a brand new song called Lawless, months ahead of anyone hearing a studio version. The very next day, July 31st, Lawless dropped everywhere, distributed worldwide through Sony Music Entertainment. Alongside the single, the group released an official lyric video featuring the now recognizable white goat from the single's cover art, followed hours later by a full music video on their YouTube channel. That video leans into a rebellious, Western-inspired world, built around a wooden makeshift living room set, a vintage black car pulled from earlier teaser materials, and choreography that blends hip-hop swagger with cowboy-flavored grit. The track itself was shaped by group leader Pablo, working alongside Josue of Radkids and producer Tomas Costanza, with member Josh Cullen credited as one of the song's writers. Lyrically, Lawless is a statement piece. Lines like, "I'm an outlaw on the run," and the recurring hook, "No love in the land of the lawless," point to a group leaning into independence, self-belief, and rejecting outside validation, themes that feel especially pointed given everything else happening around SB19 right now. The members switch fluidly between English and Filipino verses throughout, keeping the song rooted in identity even as its sound reaches for something bigger and more global. To keep the momentum going, SB19 also launched a dedicated TikTok dance trend built around the song, and it caught on fast. Fans and casual users alike have been posting their own takes on the choreography, turning Lawless into one of the group's most visible viral moments of the year. The group's own promotional post leaned into the wordplay too, joking that their Lollapalooza set felt more like Lawless-palooza, a line that fans quickly turned into its own hashtag across social media. Back home, the Lollapalooza debut itself sparked massive watch parties, with the Philippine Department of Tourism hosting a free live simulcast at Rizal Park's open-air auditorium, while similar gatherings popped up in Pampanga, Cebu, Davao, and Bacolod as hundreds of fans cheered the group on from thousands of miles away. That kind of reaction says a lot about where SB19 sits right now. This isn't a group quietly building an audience anymore, it's a group whose every move, down to a few seconds of hillside footage, gets dissected, replayed, and turned into a trend within hours. Comment sections under the new clips are filled with fans praising the choreography, others speculating about what a full Lawless era rollout might include next, and plenty simply reacting to how far the group has come since their earlier, smaller-scale tours through the same city. Here's why all of this matters beyond a single viral clip. This Hollywood Hills content isn't an isolated moment. It's one piece of what has become an enormous month for SB19. The group's US and Japan promotional run kicked off on July 25th with an exclusive pop-up store in Los Angeles, packed with limited merchandise and Filipino food trucks. 3 days later, on July 28th, they appeared at the Grammy Museum for Global Spin Live, sitting down for a conversation about their music before delivering a live performance. The following day, July 29th, SB19 became the first Filipino group to throw a ceremonial first pitch at a Major League Baseball game, stepping onto the field before the Chicago White Sox faced the New York Yankees, joining a short list of Filipino celebrities that includes Manny Pacquiao, Liza Soberano, and Joe Coy. Then came Lollapalooza, then Lawless, then this. Add to that the news that SB19 recently signed with Yuta, one of Hollywood's biggest talent agencies, a move that industry watchers have pointed to as recognition of the group's growing commercial power in Western markets. It's a significant development considering SB19 remains self-managed under their own company, 1Z Entertainment, giving the group unusually direct control over their career even as major American players start paying attention. Backing up that interest are the numbers. SB19 has now surpassed 1 billion career streams, a milestone that places them among the most streamed acts to come out of the Philippines. Put all of that together, and the Hollywood Hills footage starts to look less like a random flex and more like a carefully timed piece of a much bigger picture. SB19 isn't just teasing a new song. They're documenting a version of themselves stepping fully onto the world stage, one high-profile appearance after another, with the Hollywood sign serving as a fitting backdrop for a group whose ambitions have clearly outgrown any one country's charts. So what's next? SB19 isn't slowing down anytime soon. Their I Was There Thanksgiving fan meets are set for August 8th and 9th in Sacramento, California, before the tour heads overseas for a stop in Yokohama, Japan on August 18th. Before that, the group is expected in Japan for Summer Sonic, one of the country's largest music festivals, continuing their international festival run. Looking further ahead, SB19 is already confirmed to return to the United States in October for the Hop World Festival in Texas, keeping their global calendar packed well into the fall. Whatever the full story behind those Hollywood Hills clips turns out to be, one thing is already clear. SB19 is no longer just building a career in the Philippines with occasional international appearances. They're building an international career, one milestone, one single, and yes, one perfectly framed hillside video at a time. That's the story behind SB19's latest Hollywood moment, and how it connects to what might be the biggest few weeks of their career so far. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, share it with a fellow fan who needs to catch up, and subscribe to StageWire with notifications turned on so you never miss the next update. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.